What's up, guys? So I am outside and I am picking the last of produce that are on these plants because we're going to be swapping them out and just revamping the beds because a lot of plants have died. It hasn't rained. We went through like 21 days of raining straight, and then it hasn't rained maybe in about 5 days, 6 days, and so a lot of the garden is looking brown. It's looking dead. I haven't watered out here, and so I am just getting the last of the plants, or I should say produce. So we have the watermelons right here from our watermelon and tomato patch. Over here we still have a couple watermelons that are left in here, but these are the ones that we were ready, and so this is exciting. Then we also I went ahead and picked all of these peppers. These are the non-spicy peppers that I've seen. So the girls have been peeling back the popcorn, or no, this is the grinding corn, and seeing what they look like because we're taking them out. They're pretty, but a lot of them are not fully developed, but they do have really pretty colors. Oh wow, that one. Yeah, that one's perfect.
Yeah, this one's red.
Y'all, look at this. I completely failed. I forgot that I had cucumber plants sitting out here, and they completely dried up. And some of my tomatoes did too. I'm gonna water them now, and hopefully some of these tomatoes come back, but these cucumbers, I doubt any of them are coming back, which is so sad. Around the garden smells so fruity because so many cantaloupes had bust open, so my son's bringing those to the chickens, but my daughter did just fine too. So we found this one that was still good, as well as this small one right here. So as my daughter is watering those containers to try to save what she can, I do want to show you that beans have started to pop up. These were pinto beans that we planted in these beds. So we did plant some here, but not as many as the first three, and they're beginning to pop up. So this is definitely not the first time that I've killed seedlings by forgetting to water them, and it's definitely not going to be the last time. It is so saddening because I started that maybe 2 weeks ago, and so at this point I am not going to replant them today because I'm just trying to get gardening refresh done. But once I get to a place in the garden where I feel like I can think about that and bring seeds out, because I didn't bring seeds out today, then I will try and replant those cucumbers, because I was planning on planting those cucumbers out today or tomorrow, and now it looks like I'm not. Okay, we're gonna open this watermelon, but it feels very smushy, so I'm not, yeah, it's very mushy, so we're not sure what's going on the inside here. You can see when we push our fingers in, it moves. So now you want to try to open it?
Whoa.
Wow, that's a lot of clear liquid.
Yeah. Yuck. That looks nasty.
So I'm guessing this was obviously a white cucumber or maybe a yellow one. Let me smell it. Well, it smells like a regular watermelon. Okay, taste a piece.
Taste a piece?
Yeah.
Should I cut it again?
This tastes
Can we just flick it out?
Yes, you can. Look.
Yum.
Taste it.
Page 5.
Oh, it tastes fine. Okay.
Taste.
Yep, you can taste the piece.
Taste fun. It tastes like a watermelon.
Yep. Tastes like a reservoir watermelon.
It tastes really good.
So what's up, guys? It's actually the next day, and I decided to come out here and walk closer to the shed that we got and show you guys. We are actually getting ready to well, my daughters, I think they're feeding the animals at the moment, but I started this video by showing you guys that we got a new shed. So we went and picked out a new shed. So this is what it looks like, and they delivered it here a couple days ago, which was a couple days ago. So as you can see, it has storage for up top on both sides, and then we have, I think this is a 10 by 16, and we're going to store our bikes in here. When we moved here, this property already had this shed right here, which my husband turned into his office. But then it also had these old storage. So it also had these, so this was like a workshop or something. It doesn't have electricity. You can see the everything's falling apart in here. And we just kind of threw stuff in here, like our wood, and I think there are boxes in here and stuff. That's why you see the brown paper and some leftover boxes, because this is where we kept all of our boxes for the garden. And then we had this one, which also has more garden. It has more containers that I used in container gardening last year, so, and more boxes. So this is like more garden things in here. And then connected, they built on this addition, which we kept our bikes in here, as well as the lawnmower. But I never go into any of these sheds because I think they're creepy. I don't like small places that, small tight places, and it just seems like the floor is rotting out in them, and it just seems like a breeding ground for snakes, and I don't care for creepy things jumping out at me. And so we knew that we wanted to tear these down, but we couldn't tear them down until we got our new barn, or our shed. So that's what we got, and we are going to be cleaning out these sheds so that we can neatly organize our new shed and then break these down. This is like right outside of our back door, and so when we look out, that's the first thing we see before we see like the animal pasture on the other side. Since it's so close off of our back door, I just think that this would be a good spot to have like an above ground pool. But we haven't, obviously, because this has been here. But I think if we knocked this down, we would have all of this space clear right here, and our new shed isn't all the way at the back, so we would have this opening right here to put an above ground pool or like a playground or anything of the sort. So I'm really excited to get to knock down this shed. All of our dogs are outside, and so they are following me. So we have Bucky, our Great Pyrenees. We have Onyx, our German Shepherd. We have Natasha that we got from a shelter. We don't really know what she is. We think she's mixed with German Shepherd because of her face and maybe something else. And then we have Hawkeye, which is some kind of, I don't know. We thought he was going to be like a pit, but he's too small, so we don't know exactly what he is. Right, Bucky? Right? Guys, look at this. I did not know that sweet potato vines I knew that they were in the morning glory family, but they actually have flowers that look like morning glory. I've never seen a sweet potato flower. They're so pretty, and there's like bees flying in and out of them. That's amazing. So tomorrow is actually my birthday. I will be, oh wow, some of the, I'm so sidetracked. Some of the cucumbers, let me go in the garden and show you. Some of the cucumbers that I thought were completely dead have came back to life. But anyway, so tomorrow's my birthday. I'm going to be 34. Doesn't feel like that, but I am excited to celebrate. So we have like 1, 2, this actually looks like watermelon. Yeah, these are watermelons right here. So we have 5 out of 6 of them that lived. We have 1 cucumber out of this 6-pack and 2 cucumbers over here. So not all completely is lost. We did lose some tomatoes over here, but not all have completely died. So whichever ones live, we'll just go with those. But that's nice. That's nice to know that not all of the things died over there. We have been tearing out, so I tore out a lot of, so I left some tomatoes that like the top growth looks really healthy. So these 2 plants, but then I took out mostly all of these plants here. I left this one, but then took out all of these. I haven't taken out this one yet, but I'm going to. So we've been just taking them out and dropping them. I'm going to take out this one as well. This tomato is completely bushy and has all the tomatoes on it. So I haven't took out this one. These are still looking healthy. These are healthy. Like this top growth right here is healthy, but like down here is all diseased, and it's actually all coming from this one plant right here, this whole tomato vine. So I haven't decided to take it out yet. I forgot to tell you guys, so I've actually found like 2 hornworms. As you can see, all of that is hornworm damage on these plants, which I thought hornworms just lived for a season and then once it was over, it was done. But apparently there's been a second wave of tomato hornworms because I found 2 or 3 of them. They completely ate this plant right here. And I haven't taken out any of these tomatoes. These were the determinate tomatoes, but I need to. It's just so bushy in here on both sides because we have the marigolds in the front here, and then we have the peppers on the opposite side. So I haven't really had a chance to come in here. But I just want to show this. So I have marigolds. I planted marigolds in between each of my tomatoes on most trellises. So like on this trellis and the one at the back right here. And I still got lots of hornworms. I know some people who had commented on videos that didn't know that I had these marigolds planted in between my tomatoes had said that, you know, wow, this one, there is a hornworm here because that's really, really, really bitten up. But they had said, a lot of people were saying, you know, that they just swore by planting marigolds in between their tomatoes and it really stopped the hornworms. And I don't doubt that in some cases, but in my case, in those 2 beds, I planted marigolds in between each tomato and it did not help. And then this one, I planted marigolds and I planted basils. So half of them had marigolds and the other half had basils. And these, all my tomatoes still had hornworms on them. It didn't matter whether or not they were marigolds or basils planted. And then I had 1 row that I didn't plant marigolds or basils in between, and they also had hornworms. So in my case, I don't think that the marigolds or the basil repelled the hornworms, but I'm sure in other climates or other cases that helped people. I actually have to go inside and get ready, but I just wanted to take a look out here and see what's going on. To be honest, this garden has been a little overwhelming when I think about all the beds I have to clean out and get ready, but knowing that I'm still doing other things, other projects like the garage and stuff like that, but I'm not even going to stress about it. And hi Bucky, I'm not going to stress about it, and I am going to just do a little bit every day until I get it all done. So thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys next time.